Good morning, class. Today we will discuss the next topic of the chapter, that is railways. As you know, we are discussing the transportation in India, and railways, we know that it has been started in our country approximately 150 years ago by the British government in India or the colonial period. So this is one of the basic question that we know. It started from 1853. The first railway had been laid from Mumbai to Thane. So now the expansion of railways has been increased very much, and we know that it is one of the largest network in our country. In Asia we have, and in junior classes, as you have discussed, that the largest railway network is in longest railway network in Russia, from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok. So these general information we get from this railway, and when we discuss in the reference of our country, so let's see how it is beneficial for the mode of transportation. So we know that it is the principal mode of transportation for freight and passenger. Freight means like the goods. इफ़ वी से इन हिंदी की जैसे मालगुजारी या जो भी आपका एक्सपोर्ट किया जाता है, बेसिकली इफ इन अ हैवी और बल्की मटेरियल, इट इज़ डन बाय द रेलवेज and passenger. In India, railways also make it possible people to conduct the multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, also with transportation goods over the longer distance. So apart from an important mm, uh, means of transport, railways have been great integrating force, that is more than 150 years, and railways in India bind the economic life of our country, because we are discussing here lifelines. So without railways we cannot expect any kind of development or progress in the uh, business activity or tertiary department. So as well as accelerate the development of industry and agriculture, as I told you. So in both, when we want to establish our industries and agriculture, so this is one of the main mode of development where we can get success. So the distribution pattern of the railways network in the country has been largely influenced by the physiography. We know that it has been possible only in the plain region, and little bit slopy area, or the we can say the slopy or the gradient region, where this kind of activities can take place. So physiography, economic, administrative factors, and northern plains with their vast level land, high population density, rich agriculture resources provide the most favorable condition for the growth. So you can see that most of the establishment of railways, that is in plains region. So however, a large number of the rivers requiring construction, the bridges across the their wide beds pose and some obstacles. So in hilly terrain, the peninsular region, railways track are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels. So Himalayan mountains region are too unfavorable for the construction of railways. So it is one of the main restriction, or for the railway establishment, that it cannot be done to this region. So line when we say about that, the relief due to the high relief, sparse population, lack of economic opportunities, it has not been possible there. So likewise, it is difficult to lay railways line in the sandy plain, western Rajasthan, swampy region of Gujarat, and forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh. So now you can see where it cannot be possible. So especially in mountainous region, plateauic region, swampy region, then forested region. Because अगर आप देखते हैं, last year we read about the colonialism and forest society in India. So you saw that most of the destruction took place or deforestation take place by the British government in India, and lots of destruction took place in our country. So that's why, to avoid this kind of activity again, it is avoided कि in the forest region such kind of development cannot come there, मतलब वहाँ पर ट्रैक्स ज़्यादा ना बनाए जाएं, क्योंकि इससे क्या होगा, फॉरेस्ट जो है वो एबॉलिश हो जाते हैं. सो लाइक छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा, झारखंड एंड द कंटिन्यूस स्ट्रेच ऑफ शायदरीज. अब हम यही पढ़ रहे हैं कहाँ कहाँ पर रेलवेज नहीं है. तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट शायदरीज दैट इज वेस्टर्न घाट. ठीक है, तो वेस्टर्न घाट पर भी नहीं है, क्योंकि वो क्या है, they are regular. Contiguous means like continuous stretch of Shaidris, continuous stretch of Western Ghat, crossed only through gaps or the passes. यानी कि इनको अगर क्रॉस करना है तो वहाँ पर भी रोडवेज ही हैं और एक तरीके से ट्रैक बनाए गए हैं, रूट्स हैं, बट रेलवेज आर नॉट एस्टेब्लिश्ड. But when we talk about the another part of the country, like upper region of Western Ghat, that is Konkan railways along western coast has facilitated the movement of passenger and goods in the most of important economic region in India. We are talking here about, if I draw this map for you, when we are talking about this Mumbai region, from here the development of the railways have been possible. And we know that in British period of time, first railway had been established in 1853, that is Mumbai to Thane. अभी हम मुंबई बोलते हैं, वैसे क्या है, बॉम्बे टू थाने. सो दैट इज मूवमेंट. So in recent, the Konkan railways along with the west coast has been facilitated the passenger and goods in the most important economic region of India. So it has also been faced number of problems such as sinking of track and some stretch of landslides. So today when we talk about railways, we have more important our national economy than all other means of transport put together. However, rail transport suffers from certain problems as well. Many passengers travel without tickets. अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा general हम discuss कर लेते हैं what happens to our railway. So if we see that generally you people see when railway budget is introduced by the government of India, so you see that what kind of problem even that department faces. Means it is not there ki government is not providing good kind of facilities and we are not competing with other kind of world countries, but if we say that mentality and thinking of the people, generally people don't respect the government or public property. So sometimes government facilitate extraordinary facilities to the railways, but because of you can say lack of respect, if we say, to the public property, the people don't respect it, and sometimes they travel without ticket and damaging the property, and sometimes they stop the railways in between, and you can say pull the chain, unnecessary causes heavy damage to the railway take place during that particular by the people of India. So think over how we can help our railways and in running as per the schedule time. मतलब अगर हम progress करना भी चाहें तो first of all it is the demand or need of the time that we have to teach our people. We should respect the public property. Recently, one of the example I want to share with you, that in last government, when we talk about from 2014 onwards, so our during the present government time, beautiful railways have been introduced, in which you can say laptops and other LED were provided, and it has been noticed that people taken away with them and they damage the property even. So this is the thinkable question about the public properties. Otherwise our railways are working good in the development direction. So this video will stop here, and in the next video we will discuss pipelines as a mode of transport. Thank you. Have a nice day.